Okay. So, last time we were... That's the normal... we were going to do stuff. We need to search the fishery at night. We need to find this. This is probably going to be in Darius' battery or something. We'll find this when the time comes, basically. But yeah, we need to go at night, which I guess we need to sleep at the inn for that to happen. I don't know, can we sleep manually? It's like that it's supposed to be night? Not sure. This one is the big fucking dragon. We can't do that. The rest are party best, except for this one, which we may go back to at some point. Oh, chess. This is also a party. Remember, find the way to Durin's battery. Yeah, so we need to find a villager in Starward whose sole ancestor is a dwarf of Durgan's battery. From to enter it, to anyone. However, suggest that Stalwart may contain sole descendants of those dwarves given the Right. Well, I guess we'll do the fishery first. Also, was that one? Yes. And so, I was like, wait, what was this? Oh yeah, we need to use this in order to find the person. The interests.
What is it?
Can I just use it from my inventory? Okay. We'll do that for now. I guess. Fine. So it would be, yeah, just 100 is neat. Right, this is, yeah. Alright, first the fishery. The fishery is here.
Of course.
Nope, don't select just me. Everyone move, please. I mean, we've gone in here before, and there was a dude with being like, I think they were like the fisheries. Not. Oh, here we go. We have. Oops. Can I just grab that? It says I'm allowed to. Arda's bracelet. What was the reason for breaking in here? Galvino holds a grudge against Grinde. He wants me to expose his ripple sponge addiction. That was it. Okay, we can talk.
Fine thing you reached us when you did. They would have burned the fishery next. Mark my words.
Have you heard about any of the trailers from the direct? I saw on Twitter just that Tales of Symphonia. It's gonna either it's the one that exists on PC or it's a different remaster is coming to the Switch. Other than that, no, not necessarily. I think. Right, except also I believe Fire Emblem showed up in some
And the last thing this lot needs is another excuse to knock off early.
Can't imagine why they'd be in any hurry.
Anyway, excuse the mess. If there's something you need, the clerk can get you sorted. Just watch your step if you have a mind to look around. The floors are slick and none too pleasant to fall on.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I saw that you had shared that. Yeah. I'll read his soul. As you reach for Grinde's essence, you find yourself wrapped in the cold embrace of a snowstorm. You trudge through the snow, each step laborious to your numb feet. You keep your head down against the wind and your back is bent under a heavy burden. Ahead of you is a frozen lake and a hole you made in it. And the hole you made in it. Your feet crunch over the snow. You wait and secretly hope for the telltale crack beneath you. With the village distant and dark behind you, you would sink and no one would know. At least I would free you of the heavy churning feeling in your gut. Yet you reach the hole. The ice is still steady under you. You have the burden off of your shoulders, cradling her in your arms. She's wrapped in nets and weighted with stones. You wish one of the priests of Ondra were here with solemn words and the assurance of ceremony. Instead, you slip a bracelet off of her wrist. Ondra will have her body and you will carry this reminder. You slide the bundle into the water and watch it sink as it dwindles to nothing more than a dark stain beneath the ice. You feel scratching in your throats and hear the wind moaning into your ear.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well then. Yeah, there's a new fire in the game where the characters put on rings to summon characters from the past. Someone is trying to break the fellow around. You can't. They're doing super moves, so giving up on the Right.
Been running it 4 decades now. I reckon I can tell you what you want to know. Need anything else?
Okay, well, there is a way to... Yeah, I could stand here and do nothing. That is a possibility. But I'd rather not. In fact, I'm pretty sure... So what's the time? It is... Doesn't tell me anything. Go and rest at the inn and... That will give us 8 hours, and so maybe that will be nighttime then. Guess it seems to be pretty daytime-esque.
Back to warm your hands. Top quality.
Yeah, now it's night. Okay, let's go. Well, we won't be able to, like...
Slowly now.
Sneak into it somehow, so we'll just... walk in. There's seemingly one person here. Or not. Fantastic. Also, here's the bracelet. I'll just take that. You reach into the barrel and find a bracelet. A thick aura of essence clings to it, fresh with memory. You feel yourself drawn into it. Right, in the memory, you stride into the fishery. The floors are swept clean, but the wood is still splotched with snow melt and fish guts. The man hunkers in the corner, his head nodding forward as if in sleep. He looks up drowsily as you approach. It's Grinde. His face is youthful but sallow, and his hair hangs in springy locks. You feel a pang of anger and pity at your brother's debauchery.
Arda.
It's past midnight.
Grinde wipes it at his nose and then examines the mingled blood and powder in the back of his hand. He shrugs. Your fingers clench around coarse, thick fabric, your father's best wool cloak tucked under your arm.
Go! To raid Ceres, or Defiance Bay, or fucking Air Glonfoth. I don't care!
You hurl it at the ingrates huddled on the floor. Picks up the cloak and looks at it with the same sort of dull wonder. He wipes his nose on the lining. A sudden rush of fury leaves your limbs weak and raw.
I'll tell them. Mayor Sina healed. The neighbors, everyone.
About what?
The stealing. You think I haven't noticed the money missing from the fishery coffers? Or heard Tana talk about losing a golden duke? You can't be found when there's work to do. But every time those merchant wagons roll into town, you've got coin enough for a few bags of ripple sponge.
No, it's not.
Stalwart tolerates your sponge habit, but they won't abide your thieving.
You won't.
I will.
Oh, who is this? I'm guessing. Who is this now? Okay, this is still her. I wouldn't have shamed mother and father while they was living, but I won't let this keep up. Your anger swallows the last of your pity, anger at him for putting you in this position, for doubting your resolve, for failing to see you close enough to smell his stale, sour breath when he pushes you. You fall watching his widening eyes and the ceiling spinning into your vision. Isn't this just like him? Grindu with his fool tantrums, never thinking of anybody but himself, and now you're going to be nursing a headache for a week. Just goes to show you can't help some people, but you remember him. But you remember him too, your baby brother running through the snow, slipping, falling on ice, and you're slipping, falling. Oh, fuck it. Okay. There's a tape behind you, but it shouldn't. Memory ends abruptly, jolting you back into the present with your heart hammering and your palms sweating. Yeah, looks like I found something worse than the ripple sponge. The fishery door creaks open, and in walks Grindu, staring at you and the bracelet in surprise and outrage, his face drains of color.
You take shelter in our village and then ransack it like a common thief? You'd better explain yourself.
Galvino told me you were a ripple sponge addict. Seems you're much more than that.
Any who put stock in the ravings of that bitter old fool deserve all the trouble they get.
You killed your sister, Arda, right here in this room. He opens his mouth to reply, but the words catch in his throat. The guard next to him stares at the bracelet, recognition turning to horror.
It was an accident. I was a failure and a wretch then. But I never would have killed anyone. Least of all my own kin.
Of course you would say that. Anyone in your position would.
I gave her body to the lake. But I kept her bracelet. To remember the cost of my own weakness. I ain't asking for forgiveness. I know I don't deserve any. My penance is my work on behalf of the village. And they need it, truly. You've seen the shape this place is in. Have mercy on Stalwart, if not on me. Let me do the work Arda would have done. That's my debt to Stalwart, and the only fitting way to honor my sister.
Damn me and low resolve and perception, apparently. Fucking fine, have it. Snatches it out of the air and looks at it in wonder and sorrow. Finally, tucks it into his pocket.
Thank you. Stalwart may not know what you've done for them tonight, but they'll hear of your honor.
Sure. Hey, someone leveled up. Ooh, what's that? That quest? Yeah. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
We won't do anything with you. This is straight rogue abilities. Gotcha. Persistent distraction. Whenever the rogue is contributing to flanked, they also distracted. Shadow step. Wait, what? % melee damage. What? By stepping through the between, a rogue is able to seemingly teleport across the field for a few moments, returning to his or her starting position when the effect is ended. Why is it counted as that? That seems weird. Oh, I guess to show off the new Zelda game, but that's not as important as Fire Emblem still being dead. Sap. Rogue performs a primary attack and does additional damage and can leave the target stunned. Cool. Smoke cloud. Adjacent enemies distracted. Which was what? Target's defense by 6, lowers the number of engagement, target by 1. Uh-huh. That could be good. Fearsome Strike. Hmm. Adaptivation. Dodging attack converting many reflex hits to graces. Oh, okay. Reflex was harmful AoE attacks, yeah. Paused looks for an opening, countering incoming melee attacks that target deflection and miss or grace have a chance of. Like that. I think that's gonna be neat. Okie dokie. Now I need to find someone who that might have a soul. So this is technically a bad game to be playing at this point in time. I have a conversation. What are you reacting to? You just through the direct video, okay. And what did you find? Victoria is coming to the Switch. Oh, okay. That's good for them. For who? For who is it supposed to be over? For you? You already own the game. Aha, you could have it portable and play it where? Still in front of your PC? But will you really, though? I mean, I guess the only thing that you think you will. I don't think you. Just because you could doesn't mean that you will. That's the reality of that. But that also still doesn't change the fact that you don't actually own a Switch yet, so... You know, it's a moot point, really.
Hey.
Also, why is he... Oh, that's because his weapon is glowing. His special weapon. What did I need for this? Just killing enemies, gotcha. Alright, I also was saying, this game is bad to play at the moment because this has a lot of text on it, so I'm gonna be interrupted a lot. But I have a fucking conversation piece because I recently revisited this game that I want to talk about, and I knew the fact that it's shit garbage to begin with, but now I refreshed and I want to put in all of the points on why it sucks, and compare it to apparently its previous game that I also tested for a little bit. If you wanna load the games for it, I mean, sure. So we'll have to fucking just tag random people while we do this, and I'll be interrupted several times probably.
Of course.
So that's none of them then.
Hey.
So on the GBA, there are two games called...
Feels like it's hardly worth putting the huts back up.
Shut the fuck up.
Better than standing out here shivering.
Of course.
Called Yu-Gi-Oh! Reshif of Destruction and The Sacred Cards, I believe. One of these are one of the worst games I've ever played. The other one is not. So I don't even know where to necessarily begin, but I guess we'll begin in how the game starts. So apparently, Rush of Destruction is a sequel to the Sacred Cards, according to a GameFAQs post 6 years ago.
Hey.
That I looked up because I wanted to know a certain detail.
Hey.
Or in fact, no, that post I found by just Googling Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush of Destruction. Why does it suck? And I found that post. It was very amusing.
As you wish.
But yeah, so the game starts. You have your own original character. You get to name yourself. Then Yugi and Joey gets to... They talk to you in your house, whatnot. You go to a square. I forget. The story is kind of irrelevant. But Malik's brother, or Merrick, I'm unsure which one is the normal one. Or sister, I meant. His sister, I won't name her name because her name is bad to say now because of a terrorist organization. But she comes and basically goes, yo, shit's bad. The Egyptian god cards are gone from the Egyptian exhibit, and so it's just like you should check this out, and so you need to go there, but and that's kind of where the game starts. So that's your objective. Also, there's no one in this direction. But in order to get there, you need to take a train, a Duelist Train, sort of, or I believe it's called. But before you do this, you get to... yeah, basically that's the story, and then you take control of your character. You check your deck. Your deck is filled with trash tier cards, so trash in fact that the best card you have is actually 2 cards, I believe. Let me see if I remember what you actually start with. It's a card with 700 attack. And 1 card that has 715 defense. That is your best that you have to deal with. Oh, was that her name? I thought it was a different name. Maybe that wasn't mentioned. She's oh yeah, no, I remember that was her name. Now I was thinking of the name that the gods share. I forget what that might be. I'm pretty sure it's mentioned in the show as well. But either way. Isa. Yeah, there we go. But no, okay. No, it's fine then. Her, anyways. But it doesn't matter because it's fucking irrelevant. The story doesn't matter. Because the game sucks. But anyways, yeah. So your deck is trash. You have a spell called Sparks. It lets you do 50 direct... life point damage. You have Inexperienced Spy, lets you look at the opponent's hand. All of these are kind of fucking pointless. You get Fake Trap, I think, from the beginning. It does literally nothing in this game. That's also a point. All cards, or a lot of cards, have different effects from what they should have. Or an amount of them have different effects. Some effect cards just don't have effects, like Mask of Darkness or Hane Hane doesn't have effects in this game when they should have. And other things like... there's several cards that are supposed to have effects that don't. And then there are some cards that shouldn't have effects that do. Because reasons.
Yes.
Some are very connected to... I don't even know if I'm using this item right, because I'm not getting a hit, but maybe that's just the point. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Your beginning deck sucks. You will be able to walk around the city square and fight random dudes, and you'll be able to kick their ass because they have even shittier decks than yours. You get to start with 1 or 2 like level 1 or like level 5 monsters that you can do anything with that does any kind of damage, and then you have 1 card that is a
Of course.
2 that's a like level 7 monster, so you need 2 cards to
What is it?
to summon that one. Oh shit! You got a hit.
Got to speak
that-
up?
There we go. You feel her essence humming and buzzing. Another personality and set of memories lies dormant within her soul, convulsing as if in fitful sleep. The contours of that dormant soul are sharp, ragged. As you reach out for it, it seizes you violently. You're standing in the darkened feast hall. Sturdy tables and benches have been stacked against the door in the far end of the room. You know it won't be enough. A few dozen other dwarves from your tunneling crew wait with you, shovels and pickaxes in their shaking hands.
Sinove, please. If we go now, we can get behind the barricade. We won't do any good here.
He's right, and you hear agreement in the quiet murmur of the others. But Arms Warden Marun, seemingly, it's two ends, ordered you to hold your ground here. Yet in those rising whispers, you hear the opening bars of mutiny. You've never tolerated insubordination from your crew, and you aren't about to start. So you heft your pickaxe and swing it into the man's skull. He collapses. The others fall silent. The acrid odor of urine rises from his body.
We're gonna go down fighting. Anyone who feels differently can settle it with me right now.
Your voice is hoarse with hours of shouting orders, but no one else moves. The caster eyes down in the flickering torchlight. Something thuds against the door. The others raise their weapons, picks, shovels, and a few swords, but they don't dare flinch. Your own pulse pounds at your temples. Pull back from Tana's soul, and you feel Sinova's wrath and ferocity tugging at you still. Her essence thrashes, lashing out at an unseen enemy. Sinove is powerful, but dangerous too. Her fury has anchored her to old and threatening memories. Consider that there may be others you could awaken.
As you wish.
Okay, gotcha. Right. So you get to walk around, fight random dudes. You get shit cards fighting them. Also in the game, you put up a card as an ante, and you have to have a duplicate of this card. You're not allowed to ante a card you only have one of. And the higher cost of this card, along with like attack and defense and just everything, kind of gives you a better card reward. Doesn't really matter because you don't have anything that's good, so you won't get anything good back from the other dudes. Because they also don't have anything in their anti-card pool that is good at all. They're not actually fucking. We should go to him. So let's see. Yeah. Let's go with the general mechanics, I guess. You have deck capacity, which limits how many or what kind of cards you can have. Special limits, so you can't use super powerful cards, or too many powerful cards because they cost too much for what the capacity you have. You have a duelist level, which hinders you from using powerful cards because they have a cost limit, or they have too high of a cost from what you have to begin with.
Well,
and so you're not allowed to, even if you own powerful cards, you're not allowed to use them.
Wish.
When you fight people, you gain like 3 deck capacity at max from every fucking fight, and you gain like a 1 duelist level or something. It's pathetic. You literally gain barely anything of that when you fight people. You have money as well. You gain very little from beating enemies, even if you like beat them several times, so it doesn't matter. You can, however, fight Yugi, Joey, Taya. I forget what the dude is called, but he deals with the what is it called? Duelist dice monsters, whatever the fuck. The dice dude, and the other friend, which I don't remember what his English name is. I only know what he was referred to in the Swedish stuff. Which doesn't help anyone. You fighting Yoi and Yugi is preferable because they can give you anything good at all. except Duke, right? Gotcha. Except even if you decide to fight them, they could potentially stomp your ass because they have way better cards, which leads to the problem also, like, in this game, if someone snowballs you, like, if someone gets anything good in the beginning, you have no chance. There is 0 chance, except actually there is like 1% chance that you can come back. If the opponent at any point in this early game decides to throw out a tribute monster, give up on life, because you can't beat them at this point. Unless you have the rare trap card or something.
Let's hear it.
Vanimbe metse, vanimbe metse, senete de luces, senete de luces. Do you know it?
No, I'm afraid I can't say I've ever heard that particular tune.
Oh, that sounds suspicious. There is, however, that's why I said there's a 1% chance. There is a 1% chance that you can come back, because in this game, also in Sacred Cards, there is a little mechanic regarding cards type, aka fire, water, darkness, light, fiend, dream, whatever the fuck that is, and forest, wind, so on, so on. Also, yeah, they're called forest, not grass. These different types beat each other, and when I say beat each other, that means if an enemy have a card with 2,000 attack points that happens to be, I believe, light, let's take, and you have a dark monster that have 200 attack points, you send that shit out and you attack them and they will insta-die. They will just die and you'll survive. That's the only way you can deal with powerful monsters, is if you can insta-kill them like that. Other than that, you're fucked. No way. You're gonna get snowballed and you're just gonna fucking have to restart. Yeah, of course you're
Something I can do for you.
You feel for Owena's essence and almost instantly find yourself wrapped in darkness. It takes you a moment to realize that you've plunged into a very old memory. But as your eyes adjust to the torchlight, you find yourself standing in a gloomy tunnel that you instinctively recognize as part of Durian's battery. A handful of figures in patchy cloaks and hoods, dwarves like you, hunch over a minecart. They're loaded it with no, that's not correct. They've loaded it, most likely. With cloth-wrapped bundles from which you see the occasional flash of metal, the edge of a blade, or the burnished glow of plate. The other dwarves scurry with a curious mixture of haste and caution. They stack the bundles in a din of muted clangs and thumps, following the echoes of their ruckus down the tunnel with nervous eyes.
Pay attention. Sooner we get this done, sooner we can go.
Your voice is a dry whisper and your nerves tingle with energy. You feel the same apprehension that the others do, but unlike them, you relish it. Still, you look over your shoulder, just in case.
We're hurrying, Captain Gregor. Honest.
When you turn back, the others have redoubled their efforts, and you feel a pleasurable twist in your gut as they fill the cart. Being captain of the guard doesn't pay much, but it does allow you to visit the armory without raising eyebrows. And with Coinmaster Sultan selling off half of the battery's arsenal, who's going to notice a few more missing pieces? Besides, you've got a buyer lined up, as long as you can move these goods out of the battery before someone squeals. Go back from the memory and find Owena staring at you.
Sir? Excuse me, sir. You alright?
We could use this guy, because he could probably find an easy way in. Most likely. Awaken, Gregor, and remember your theft from the armory.
Who? I don't...
Her face goes slack, and she looks for a second as if she falls asleep. But her eyelids flutter, and after several seconds they open with slits. Alf raises his hands to his mouth, his face frozen in horror.
Thief? I'm the captain of the guard. Best be careful where you sling an accusation like that.
Show some remorse. You've abused your position and the trust of your people.
I performed my duties as captain. And if the honored coinmaster Zoltan can sell Durgan steel, why shouldn't I? Say, you looking for a deal? Because I can make deals.
Okay, look around. You're in no position to make demands.
I see. You have me at a loss. And yet, this is not a loss entirely.
I need to reach Durgan's battery. The Kantek, please.
Hammers of Durgan, ring loud. May the anvil's deep music resound. Walls of the battery safeguard our works from marauder and wilder alike. Abidan's faithful travail by the forge, and the fires that brighten the ore.
I need to remember that shit. Please, game, I hope not. This is a 3-sentence thing.
If anyone asks, you didn't hear it from me. Got that? Now.
Rowena doubles over, sneezing hard enough to scatter dust across the floor. She looks back at you, wiping at her watering eyes.
Beg your pardon for going on so. I got carried away and... What was that I said? About hammers and fires and...
You're awakened. You share the soul of guard captain from Durgan's battery.
You must be joking. How could that happen?
Well, I awakened you. I needed information about the battery.
I can't be awakened. That means... Andres Tides, I'm stuck with him.
Who? Her body goes rigid, every muscle tensing. She stands there frozen in shock until a sly look warms her eyes. The thought creeps down her shoulders and torso until at last she speaks again, her voice smooth as oil.
It's not all bad, Owena. Way I see it, you and me can make some deals. To our mutual benefit.
Alright.
Deals? What do you want from me? For you, not from you. I'm thinking it's time we got a raise. I don't know about that. Hafric's a bit of a miser, he is. Don't you worry about Hafric. I've got something else in mind.
As you wish.
Alright.
Hey.
Sure, you do you. Right. I have a little cheat sheet of shit that I noted down so I can remember. Snowballing equals win. Yep, you have bad cards. Type, you can insta-kill. Deck capacity, duelist level. There's a shop that you can access to buy cards. However, as I said, you get barely any fucking cash from beating enemies. Even if you decide to grind Yugi and Joey forever, they give you basically no money. And even if they give you a decent amount of money, based on how much these fucking cards cost in the shop, it wouldn't matter. Because they are anything that's even slightly decent, and by decent, I obviously mean if it even reaches close to 1,000 in attack, because anything like, or even has an even slightly good effect, it will cost a fortune. Yeah, so that the shop is just fucking ignore it because it doesn't exist unless you want to buy like copies of the same shit cards that you currently own, in which case go ahead, then you can do that. Right, I guess we need to go to Durgan's battery now. The next point, right. The most egregious fucking detail in this game is that for some fucking reason, some utterly despicable person in the designer team, or whatever, whoever decided to make this choice, is a terrible human being. For some reason, the game decided that it's a good idea, that it would be a fantastic idea for you to have persistent life points. And by this I mean that if you're having a duel, and in this duel you've lost 2,000 life points from 8,000, and then you beat that person, boom, congratulations. All right, you end the battle with 6,000 life points. Now you decide to duel someone else. Congratulations, you're still at 6,000 life points. How the fuck does this seem fair? I don't know. But they decided that this would be a great fucking plan. This seems like a great choice, doesn't it? And this comes when I get a little bit further in my explanation of how this game sucks. It will become apparent on how flawed this fucking thing is for having persistent life points. But yeah, that's potentially the worst one in this game. Just that being, oh god, I have to actually sort of remember it. Okay, wait, well, I'm not allowed to save. There we go. I'm like, dude, the fuck are you talking about? Let me save. Right. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, I just need to say them in order, I guess. What's the berries? That's the last one. Hold on, can I cheat? Boom. There we go. Hammer Durgan was the battery Abaddon, yep. It's not really cheating, it's just... I don't have to. Hammer Durgan was the battery. No, maybe I have to do that first then. Where did I even get this? Anyway. Do I have to wait? What? Does it say it in it? Hold on. Ring loud. Am I supposed to know? Push the crown left. Strike down will relief. I don't know. Oh, is this just... Okay. Also, oh, okay, I see. Gotcha. The heat billowing from the mouth prevents you from getting too close, but the rim cavity and the tiny teeth surrounding it are blackened with soot. Accidentally inhale some of the vapor. It's odorless, but it leaves you lightheaded. Press the dragon's tongue to light a fire in the mouth. The fire strike is hit. Sure. Fire catches the warm vapor with a billowing whoosh. Dragon's eyes are alight, and flames lick at the edges of its mouth. A few seconds later, the panel is sliding away from you as the two enormous doors swing open into Grand Hall. Fantastic. I'll just wait until there might be a different kind of long talking bit, or if this is just going to be a dungeon I get to explore now. What the other piece? Okay, cool.
I'll see what I can find.
Whole place feels like it doesn't want us here. Like a farmer with a good-looking daughter.
Okay, this
And what do we have here?
seems like a straight-ass dungeon. What was that I... Oh yeah, that was this. Got another quest. Oh boy! Something cool. The Crossed Eye! Cross patch, fair amount of copper. Average item, major item. Ooh. In the Court of Bowing Ashes stands a towering Audra statue intertwined with living trees. Dating back to the Inquisitors, it is believed to represent an Orlan ruler of that lost empire. Though the natural progress of time has done some damage to it, the Glanfathans remember one act of vandalism against it from the early colonial days. During the chaos of the Broken Stone War, a deer explorers ventured deep into Glanfath, made their way to the Court of the Bowing Ashes, and scaled the statue to break loose a single eye. Large as an Amawa's head and made of pure Adraban, most of the members of that band were captured and killed by the Glanfathans, but the eye was never recovered. In recent years, rumors have spread through the Eastern Reach that a new owner of the eye have been attempting to sell it through covert markets. The Anamfather of at least 3 tribes would reward anyone who recovered it. Sure, Luna, here we go. Do it. Okay. Fuck you people.
We earned this. Durgan's steel has lined our halls in gold.
Ooh. Dragon cogwheel. Okay. This counts as money. All you want to?
Your vanity dishonors Abidan and cheapens us all.
These weapons are ours. Or have you two forgotten how to hold a sword?
Did anyone else see talking spirits?
Yes, I expected as much. Alright, back to my point. So before I continue on to what the furthest point in the game you will reasonably get, unless you're extremely patient. So, what you need to do, directly when beginning the game... Oh god, is this just gonna keep happening? Is that you need to grind to hell. You need to grind over and over again. Because otherwise you will not survive. You will not be able to beat anyone other than the random plebs in the market or in the square. Or your fucking friends, I guess, if you're lucky. Because sometimes Yoi or Yugi could just snowball you because they have tribute monsters. And if they summon one, you better fucking pray to God that you have a type advantage, because otherwise you'll die. You, I believe, should be able to deal with this fairly easily.
Hey.
You guys can just kill them. Yeah, so you need to grind against your lovely friends in order to get any even reasonably slightly decent cards to replace the shit ones that you already have. And through doing this a lot, you will get some deck capacity, but obviously not a lot. And so you do this, you specially fight...
How long before the commandants come to blows?
Did you see the look in Maroon's eye? Exandro had better watch his back.
You especially want to fight the Dice Dude if he was Duke, I believe. Because he have a specific card that you definitely want because it is very good. Oh, cool. This specific card that he have a chance to drop is called the Hourglass of Light. Or it's Hourglass of Life. I'm unsure. I think it's Light. This card is incredibly good and is something that you will absolutely fucking want, because it has an effect. That is the reason why you want it, is it's one of the only early game cards you can get and actually use, because it has a fairly low duelist cost. Because yeah, the duelist cost, in case that wasn't,
Leave it to me.
I didn't say that. So the cost works both in how much your duelist level need to be in order for you to use the card at all. Otherwise, you're not allowed to use them. And also how much deck capacity they cost to have in your deck. So if a card have a cost of 100, you need to be have a duelist level at 100, and also when you put it into your deck, it will take up 100 of your deck capacity.
Sultan's the only one with sense. Anyone who says otherwise is a fool.
That cheat sold our steel and kept the coin himself.
Maroon? She won't rest until our corpses decorate the halls.
But anyways, yeah. So if you potentially, so like I have a save file on the game, in which
Traitors, cowards.
What? Oh, that's a new visual thing. Curious. So I grinded for several hours. Like several. I don't know how many,
this
but
calls for a subtle touch.
Too many for the game to have just started. In order to get even slightly good cards, netting me like Flaming Swordsman and other things that I don't know the names of straight away.
Damn you both! My generation built this keep to honor Abidan, not to further your greed and ambition.
We're Pergrunin. Our forefathers explored and conquered, but you've stuck us in this frigid hall.
Paved with gold and marble! I won't allow us to abandon our legacy for your delusions!
I like how fucking Taliesin have two dudes he's voicing in this conversation.
No, you'll peddle it away to line your pockets. How much have you made selling our steel, Zoltan?
Again with your lies. You think I don't hear you turning the others against me? These walls echo, and... Enough! I'll send the Forge Guardians on both of you if that's what it takes.
That's not Taliesin. Unless he's not being as loud. Yeah, no.
Consider it done.
No, it's not. Okay. It's not trapped. But anyway, so you grind for a shit ton of hours.
Keeping an eye out.
And then you have what resembles a still shit deck that have some decent cards in it. Okay. Now then, your next thing is to go to the train, right? That was what you were supposed to do. You need to go to the train so you can get to the Egyptian exhibit and actually continue the story. No. What you can do first is you can go to the bottom right of the map and you can stumble into the entrance of Kybakor. Where the fuck is the thing? Is it subject roster that I got? I don't even know. No, record of production, I think. No quest active. Okay, gotcha. And outside of Kybakor, you'll find Kaiba, Mokuba, and Rebecca, which is a little fucking girl that is obsessed with Kaiba, and she demands that she is to fight Kaiba, but Kaiba is like, no, I won't fucking waste my time with you. And as you happen to stumble in, Kaiba looks towards you and go, yo, if you beat him, I'll duel you. And so she's like, oh, okay, and then she decides to fight you. And if you decided to go, just stumble to the bottom right of the map, just exploring before you got any good cards at all, prepare to get your ass whooped by Rebecca, because Rebecca will snowball you really hard. I got another cool sword. Oh, no, wait a minute. This leveled up. That's it. Oh, yeah, they'll damage. Now I need to kill 10 vessels or 50 enemies. Alright, that's neat. That's not something that's going to be hard for her. So I have that. It's exceptional. I got Holy Power, 3 rest. What does that do? Oh, increased might and resolve. +7 for resolve? Fucking Jesus. Cool. That's nice. That's nice.
Hey.
So yes, because Rebecca will have shit that definitely is not at highest of 700. She will definitely at least have like 900 attack and whatnot. But that's not the worst thing. It's because she can... I forget if it's a specific monster, but she has a magic card called Megamorph, which I believe at least doubles the attack of a monster. And yeah, she will just summon a monster, put that shit on, and you will have nothing. Unless you have the type advantage and can insta-kill it. You will have nothing to beat her. So that's the biggest problem with her, in that fact that she has a magic card that can do something good at all. Which you are not lucky enough to have, nor will you be able to buy it, because, yet again, that shit's expensive as fuck. But if you manage to have some decent cards, you could potentially... It's Metal Morph. No, I think it's Megamorph. I think there are two different cards. That do different things.
There's something you don't see every day.
I think it's Megamorph. I don't know, look it up. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Metal Morph. But either way, it has some kind of circular pattern thing looking thing on the card art. But yeah, she will play that and be an asshole to you. Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. But if you have anything decent, then maybe you'll be able to beat her. While your ALP is lower than the opponent's, the equipped monster attack becomes double, and it's higher, it becomes half of it. Yeah, but in this game, it probably doesn't have that negative part, so it will just straight up double, no matter what. Because the game is bad and weird. Although some of these card effects and whatnot, will in fact actually be the same for sacred cards, because they don't have any different. They still have the same mechanics. To a point, I'll explain that when I get to it. Because I played sacred cards for 2 hours, but yeah. Oh, that's how the game. Okay, well, okay. Then it stays the same in the game, because some cards do stay the same. Miraculously. But anyway, so if you have anything good, and if yet again, snowballing is key. If you snowball and fling out a tribute monster, then oh yeah, right. Just wait, I guess. Then you will be on the upper hand, and she will have a real hard time to come back from that. So you just need to hope to God that that you get the upper hand. Otherwise, she'll just kill you. And also, yeah. So whenever you fight dudes, when you grind, you need to fight a person. If you lose, you need to reset the game and then start the game again. Reload your save file, in which you will start by your PC, because your PC at your home regains all of your life points and saves the game. And so every time you want to grind a dude, you fight them. If you win, you go back to the PC, get back all your life points, and then save, and then go back again. You need to do that back and forth, back and forth, back and forth whenever you grind for cards. Because of the persistent life points shit. And because the enemies could potentially actually just, oh no, I managed to snowball now and you're just dead.
All right then.
Randomly, that could happen, because it's not consistent at all. In case you didn't realize. So yeah. But anyway, so you beat her and then she just fucks off, and whatever. You could get Megamorph, which is a pretty decent card. Too bad though, you can't use it because it's gonna have a 200 card cost. So fuck you, you're not allowed to use the card, but you got it. Congratulations, it's fucking dead weight. But either way, that wondrous time when you actually get to 200 cost, I don't know when the fuck you're gonna do that, but when you get it, you can use it. Other than that, this is a normal shade. Yes, it is. Okay. Other than that, so you beat her, and that's your optional fight you can do. If you want to. You don't have to fight her. You can if you want to. A bastard called me. Yeah. Now then, onwards to where you're supposed to go. To the Duelist Train. Oh yeah, oh wait a minute. Oh, these fucks are vessels. She could just insta-kill them. Oh, unfortunate for you guys. Real unfortunate for you.
Okay.
Yes, on towards the Duelist Train. So when you go, which is basically from your house, you go down and then left. And you will enter the beginning, and you will see three like train warden dudes who be like, yeah, you need to fight us before you can actually get to the train. And so you decide, and then you choose, I think, between Joey or Yugi to quote-unquote fight with you. They go to your left side and then fight one of the other ones while you fight one alone. These guys have shit cards, so you can actually really easily beat them, even if you didn't grind before. Which is kind of bullshit, and they should have better cards, because once you enter the train, you're shit out of luck if you...
He's a traitor to the battery.
A random person said that, apparently. Okay. Right, so you beat them easily. Then you get to the platform. On the platform are 4 random fucking dudes. You can...
She'll bring these walls down around us.
You can fairly easily kick the shit out of these 4 random dudes and get some stuff from them. However, yet again, every time you fight one, you go back to your house and save. You can do this still, so you do that every time you can. Now you do this, and then you enter the train. Oh,
We've got to survive by any means necessary.
What are these?
We'll have blood in these halls before
Random
long.
dudes. That's it? That's all you're coming to say. Right. You enter the train, and now you talk to... There's 2 random jobbers, and then 2 conductor dudes. I'm supposed to go here, so I'm gonna go in this door first. You talk to them, and then you get then the train starts moving. Now, you can either fight these 2 random dudes, which are fairly bad, and so you can beat them fairly easily.
Give me a real challenge.
However, they could, yet again, because they actually have the potential to get a tribute summon out and snowball you, and you die. And yet again, if you fight one and lose a bunch of life points, congratulations, you can't go back to your PC and get back your life points, so now you're stuck with that amount. Which means that either you fight the second one, and I don't know what you're hoping to gain, because these 2 also don't have any good cards in their reward pool, no matter what card you ante up. They will just have shit, I'm pretty sure. And so fighting them are useless. So what I suggest you do, if you decide to want to play this shitty-ass game... Oh, that was the part. Okay. Is to just ignore those 2 jobbers and duel the conductor blocking the door for the next cart, or whatever you call the sections of the train. I'll get to what happens after you do that, or as you do that. After I'm done with this. As it has twice before, your vision blurs and fades to black. When it returns, you find yourself on your knees, a shattered sword in your hand and a broken, battered helm in front of you. Your helm. You can feel blood pouring down one side of your face, and you know for certain that you will never see out of your left eye again. Arrayed around you in a circle are other warriors, some from your tribe, the rest from an enemy tribe. They watch the combat in silence. Okay. You're going to die, old man. Your opponent is brash, but young and strong. You still think single combat was a good idea? You do. Last winter's famine took a heavy toll on your tribe. Your warriors were in no shape to fend off an all-eyed attack from its enemies. Single combat was your tribe's only hope, but not if you lose. Once again, the world stops, the memory trail away your guidance. Pretend to pass out. Take him down with you. Yeah, let's do subterfuge. Pretend to pass out. You keel over, surreptitiously grabbing one of the broken horns of your helm as you do. You lie there, eyes closed, listening to your opponent's approach, trusting in his arrogance to come within striking distance. Pathetic. You hear the crunch of the other warrior's feet near your head. In a flash, you strike, driving the horn upwards into your foe's unarmored groin. He howls in agony, but you keep striking again and again until he's silent. The enemy warriors snarl and shout when they see their champion fall, but soon leave your village peacefully, bound by the combat's results. Yes, it's all coming back. My sister, my reign, the end. Oh. Geralt looks at his own spectral form with a sad surprise in his eyes, watching it begin to fade. But I've only just seen it. There's been so little time to know what to make of it all. Farewell, Geralt. The wheel has no patience, it seems. I entrust my helm to your care. Find Geralt's helm in your hands, whole and unbroken. Farewell, my friend. You get Geralt's chorus. +3 might and retaliation. It's not amazing. Now, who wants this? And it would probably be you, but like you have resolve, perception +1. Do you have anything else? Yeah, that's plus my. No, sadly I won't be able to use this because no one fucking can utilize it. Unfortunate. Anyways, now then, wait, can I? Oh yeah, I can still loot these things. So, you fucking battle. Oh, what a surprise, by the way. You battled the conductor dude, or the train person, which he's also fairly easy to beat, I believe, at least if you have any kind of good cards. Now then, as you have beaten him, you reach the next room. This is where the game could either say fuck you extremely hard, or if you are lucky, you could potentially win. So the game have teased the character that you're up against, which is the character Panic is his name. I believe he's in the anime as well. He looks extremely stupid and derpy and whatnot. This is an interesting shield. Okay, cool. This fucker he's one of the kind of characters in the game, because I'm assuming there's more of them, that have a persistent field effect on the board when you fight him. This field effect powers up dark monsters and powers down light monsters. That means that attack and defense goes up on dark and attack and defense goes down on light monsters. These goes for both of your sides, so it's not just the enemy, it's also you. Now he will, what I could tell, consistently start the turn by setting a dark monster mostly, and then putting on at least 1 to 2 equip spell cards on this fucker, bringing it to a lot more attack than you're able to dish out in the beginning, because yet again you have no equip spell cards. What do you expect? And so the only way you can deal with him, because mostly it's going to be a dark type, you need a fiend type, I believe, which will insta-kill it. And then maybe you're able to be on the front foot, throw out a tribute summon, and maybe now you could snowball him to he loses. Or you're unlucky and he can just somehow use more spell cards and get better than you and insta-kill your cards and then just fucking dunk on you super hard. Let's actually see what this does. Grants bash. Okay, cool. Like back. What is this? Wait, I get... Oh, on critical hits. Is this better than what his... 12, 50%. Ooh, this is pretty good. And then it's exceptional, which I could make this into exceptional as well. So this actually have... The shield actually have a thing on crits, so this could actually deal some damage. Except this one has defense against stunned and prone. We'll keep it around, but I don't think I'm going to use it. Doesn't seem like anything better. Right, so if you managed to, at this point, actually beat Panic, congratulations, because
be constant.
That shit could ruin you. Especially, also, this is if you have any kind of good cards. Like, even a small amount, because I don't think there will be a miraculous victory if you haven't grinded anything to beat him. Oh, there's another door like that. But so I'll just end the discussion because I don't have many other points. At least about this game, I'll mention something about Sacred cards afterwards. So you beat him, he fucks off, you land on the train, boom, and then you've entered this this train station. Now from here, I didn't see if you can go back to your house through the train again and save and whatnot. But if you don't have the ability to, or whatever, I don't know if you can leave the station, but what you're supposed to do, quote unquote, or can do at least, is you walk up, you walk right to an next screen, and then there's a door you can walk into. If you do this, you get to like a basement area, and you see a dude that just kind of kills Panic, and then you approach him, and then you fucking battle him, and yet again he has a field effect on the fucking board, and he also have obnoxious cards that will just kill you outright unless you're really lucky, and can just insta-kill whatever he throws out because he's gonna buff it, which you don't have a chance of doing at this point in time unless you decided to grind for 100 hours to get a bunch of card capacity and card cost and a million money. Or if you just straight up cheat, I don't know. Just to get money or something. If you can even do that, I don't know. And yeah, and so, yet again, also, you'll probably not have been unscathed from the Panic fight, so you will have lost life points. So you will fight this guy not at full life points as well. So he could, if you have low enough, he could just one-shot you if you have low enough life points, because he will just take everything and just go, fuck you. And yeah, so if you can go back to your house and save, cool, because then it's kind of, I was gonna say it's kind of fine, but I can only imagine the game is just gonna keep going like this as you progress forward, as the game will just keep getting worse and just keep throwing worse shit at you, while you will even just super slowly try and catch up to them in terms of cards and whatnot. Because, like, fighting and beating Panic gives you, like, 5 card capacity and 200 domino, which is the money, and like 3 duelist levels or something. It's utterly ridiculous in how little they give you. Oh, and also he should give you a good card, right? If you anti anything remotely decent. He doesn't. He has a chance of just giving you utter garbage trash. I don't know what his card reward pool is, but it could be utterly terrible. So not even a good reward. And so that's kind of that's where I went, you know what? I don't need to give this game any more look or any. I've seen enough now and fully compressed every information I need to know about this game. And so I just kind of decided to be like, no. But instead I checked out Sacred Cards, which I will refer to after we deal with this. Because that game doesn't suck major ass, which is nice. Armsword and Maroon. As you approach the doorway, a wave of essence ripples through the air. The ancient stones grind and groan around you, and a woman's voice echoes from the hall.
Stop right there. You must be some merchant come to speak with Zoltan.
On there they will refer to your actual race. Okay, gotcha. There's a pause in which the woman's wrathful essence gathers like a storm cloud on the other side of the door. The entire room creaks from the pressure of her presence. Who's Zoltan? Another door?
Our illustrious coin master may let you plunder our armory, but I've got other ideas for dealing with your lot.
Her voice is sharp and loud, like the slamming of a door. As her words echo in the chamber, the ghosts startle and flinch, glancing about in agitation.
Turn and go before I show you how an arms warden deals with trespassers.
What's going on here?
Pargroonin quarrels are no business of yours, outsider.
Okay, fair enough. Who are you?
I'm Maroon, proud Pargrin and arms warden of Durgan's battery. And you're answering my questions now.
Okay, but you haven't asked any. I've come to... No, okay, we'll start. A group called the Land Key is seeking something in here. Actually, it's not. Technically, apparently it's not. Ghosts stir, looking around and shivering. Their eyes widen and they glow as they light on you. As if they're noticing you for the first time. Just quickly they gaze away and seem to forget you once more, but now they seem alert, wary.
Whoever you're searching for, I haven't seen them. And none get past me. Leave our halls. Go back to whatever land you hail from.
Ooh, your foundations were blessed by Abaddon himself. What harm could I possibly do?
You sound like Exandru. At least you're no friend of Zoltan's, then.
I know them.
You may pass, but don't make me regret this. I'll be watching you.
Sure. You have traps here too. Oh, okay. At least not that little bit. Is this a whole new level and you need to watch out for traps and whatnot? Or else you quote unquote physically be there? That's the mines.
Keeping an eye out.
This is a large area, gotcha. Alright. Unless someone decides to want to talk to me. The sacred cards is a... Nope, here comes a...
We can't hold them off!
Just gonna pass you guys, okay?
Fall back!
You Oh, okay, I was like, you say as you run forward. Oh! You decide to be assholes about this, okay. But anyways, yes, the sacred cards. Oh, I did actually enter combat, cool. The sacred cards is a very reasonable Yu-Gi-Oh game. That isn't utterly terrible. Let me explain. Did I do 1,000 damage to him? No, 110. Thank Christ. I was like, what the fuck? Really looks... Oh no, it's 110 and then 14. Really looked like it. So the sacred cards kind of begins the same. You're in your house, Yugi and Joey enter and they're like, yo, the Battle City tournament is beginning. So this is the plot point of this game. It's Battle City, basically. That's very easy, very straightforward. Just dealing with that. And so you begin with walking around talking to random people, to everyone in the street. Then you can press R at any point to challenge someone to a duel. What you need to do is you'll find significant people such as Weevil. I forget what the dinosaur dude is called. The dude that looks like a fucking walking corpse that hangs around in graveyards. I forget what his name was. Rez. Or Rex, yeah. Yeah, the dude that looks like a corpse that hangs around in graveyards, you can fight him as well. Except you actually... No, he doesn't actually show up there. But then you also... Fuck, who else are you? Are you May standing around? The fish boy is also there that you can challenge, and you need to challenge all of these guys. And then upon doing that, you leave the screen, and then Mako, yeah. And then as you leave the screen, the bell will ring because now it's hit 9 o'clock, and so the battle tournament has started. And so everyone scatters, everyone walks onto the screen, says something, and then fucks off in a different direction. And so you deal with, and then you do that, and so now, boom, you're allowed to do stuff. And so now you can walk around, fight some random dudes that's standing around, and so you can, you know, you have the same thing. You ante up cards, you have deck capacity, you have your duelist level and whatnot. An important note: you do not have persistent life points in this fucking game, because seemingly, what was it? Rashif of Destruction is a sequel to this game.
Give me a real challenge.
When they made the sacred cards, they decided that no, we shouldn't have persistent life points. Why would anyone ever say that? And for some reason they changed their minds for the sequel. But anyways, so you don't have that, which is awesome, because now you can fight several people in a row confidently and just dunk on them without having to go back and forth to your fucking PC to load up on life points. And so you'll be able to fight and dunk on jobbers that are just standing around.
I see where you're going with that.
I cannot go in there. Actually, I could, but I'll wait. It's I can cheat and use the scroll.
Losing ground!
Man, okay. Fortunate for you, I'll go around them. Let's see. So I played. So yeah, for Rush of Destruction, I grinded for several hours in the beginning. I played the Sacred Cards for 2 hours. And got a lot of progress. So what you start doing is you fight some random dudes, then you walk to a certain screen, and there's 3 dudes there. You fight one of them, you beat the shit out of them, and then he's like, yo, our boss is up in the graveyard in the next screen. And that's the dude that looks like a dead person who hangs around in graveyards because it's soothing for him or something. I don't fucking know. The depressing nature of the graveyard is nice to him. And he's the one with the Pumpkin King and the zombie cards and shit.
Out of my way!
And so you fight him, and he's also fairly easy because here's the shocker. In this game, you start with a not utterly garbage deck. Because guess what? You start with some cards that have effects. You have also several cards that have 900 attack points. Which is utterly absurd, really, compared to the other game. Also, this seems incredibly curious. But yes, you have 900 attack points to deal with. Fucking amazing. One card lets you, when you summon it, you activate its effect and you can draw a card from your deck. That's neat. And then, let's see. Can I use something interesting for you guys? No, there's almost no fucking need for me to do that. Do that, I guess. Yeah, just normal attack. Yeah, and you have a card which I remember a monster card called Nikorin, I believe, which his effect is as follows: when you summon it, who the fuck is continually casting whatever the fuck it is to make me fall prone over and over again?
That's it.
Which, whenever you summon Doran, you can activate its effect, and it will duplicate into a second one on the field. So now you have 2 monsters on the field, which is very nice to do. Because then, if you have a monster out that you're already on top of, like in the front advantage or whatever the fuck, they are on the back foot. That's easy to say. And so you have 1 monster already. You summon Doran, and boom, now you have 3 monsters. So even if they destroy one of them, you still have 2. So you could potentially tribute summon 1 to have 1, and then still have another one, or tribute summon for 2. Hey. Very, very good opportunity you could get there. You also have, you still have Inexperienced Spy in your deck. You also have fucking Pot of Greed in your deck. Mighty interesting pick that they gave you that card in the beginning of the game in your first deck. That's very impressive. A spell card that does anything useful at all. That's pretty good. I forget the other specific cards, but a lot of cool cards that, you know, 900 damage, 700. And there's obviously fucking some cards that have just terrible attack and whatnot, because you have to, because you don't have too much deck capacity. I'm not familiar with Pot of Greed. What does it do? Yes, well, yes, I am aware. It's a kind of rare card. Very few people know of it. It lets you draw 2 cards. Didn't you know? But yes, and so you fight this. So yeah, so even with your basic deck, you fight the Grave Dude, and you'll be able to win fairly easily with him. And so when you fight these major characters, the people with names and whatnot, you get, as in the anime or the story, you have these locator cards. And so when you battle them, you ante a card and you battle for the locator card. And so when you beat him, you get his locator card. But here's the fucking kicker. After you've done that, you can rematch him again and again and again forever, just grinding those cards that he have, because he had, like, each major character have specific cards that they can give you. And so he will give Pumpkin King, he will give Zombie Dragon, he will give Armored Zombie, forget the other cards, but like, and, along other generic ones, but he has some certain special ones that he can potentially give.
They're coming.
Obviously, also depending on what costs card you give, he can give higher and rarer cards. Now, obviously, you don't want to ante too high of a cost card, because you will only get cards that you can't fucking use at this point. So, you know, ante up fairly, when I say decent, it's like around like 50 dual like cost cards, because otherwise you won't be able to fucking use them. Because otherwise they end up in a range that's way too high for you. Now also, speaking of cost cards and whatnot, rewards for beating enemies. So for beating random dudes, you will get 5 deck capacity immediately, every time. 5 deck capacity. You will also get a fair decent amount of money. And what the fuck is this? Okay. And your duelist level, I don't know if it goes up by 1 or 2 or something. But when you fight these significant people, these people with actual names, the first time you beat the Grave Dude, you get 30 deck capacity. 30. That's more than you could even hope to imagine getting in the other game. And so, and also money, you get like 600. It's substantial. It's in a substantial amount of money and rewards you get from beating them the first time. Subsequent times you defeat them, you will get 10 deck capacity. Yeah. Along with also like 2 to 3 duelist costs or duelist levels. So like your duelist level, if you grind these significant enemies, plus also you will get fairly decent cards if you ante different kind of cards. You can get spell cards, you can get ritual cards, you can get whatever. Oh yeah, that's all. Mentioning ritual cards, you also start with a ritual card in your deck. A ritual card that requires you to have a Mask of Darkness out, which you own. 900 attack, very good card. And you need to have it on the field and then tribute 2 monsters, activate the ritual card, and you will get, what is it called? Mask of Darkness and Light or something. And it has 2000 attack points. It's a very neat card. Fairly easy to summon as long as you have Mask of Darkness. You know, something nice to give you in the beginning of the game, so that you're not super handicapped. Like, you're not walking around with 2 limbs, missing both your arms, for example. It's substantial on how big of a difference this game is compared to Rush of Destruction. And so you do go around, you fight these significant characters, you get good reward for beating them the first time around, and then you can just grind them over and over again. You can go to the card shop that, you know, Yugi's grandfather have. You can find Joe at one point. You can battle him, but after you beat him once, he will fuck off. then go somewhere. I don't know. But that's just like a sparring match because you're not actually fighting them for realsies. But yeah, so your main point in the beginning is to fight all the different people and find the locator cards. I haven't done that fully, but I had two hours of gameplay, and at this point in time, I have pretty decent cards from, grinding several people over and over again. For example, also, you get to fight the psychic siblings, and fighting their biggest brother, quote-unquote, can reward you with Jinzo. Jinzo having a capacity, or like a cost of 200 duelist level. Now getting to 200 duelist level is very easy because you get a fair amount, up to between 3 and 5 every time you beat them. And so just grind and you will get up to that level fairly quickly compared to the other game. And you will get other rewards on top of just the duel level, because in the other game you would get 1 duel level every time you fight. And so this goes way faster. And also it's not fucking possible to beat them over and over again, because even if they have the capacity to like summon tribute monsters and whatnot, they aren't super difficult, because this is the beginning of the game. They shouldn't fucking be.
Hurry! We can hide here!
But yeah, they have varying degrees
They're
of
going to come for us here and
difficulties to beat. But yeah, okay, so let's see, what is this? This dwarf's remains lie on the floor, covered in dirt and swathed in cobwebs. Essence drift nearby, hanging in the stale air like dust motes. Search the body, reach out to the essence. It takes a little additional effort, but you manage to gather the floating essence to you. You work your way into it and suddenly find yourself immersed in the soul's memory. The shock hits you with an almost physical force. Your heart hammers within your chest. Other Perugrunen rush past you, retreating or attacking. It's gotten hard to tell. You're running along a dark tunnel, pushing your overtaxed body as fast as it will go. Your heart pounds harder with each step. Concussive thumps echo above you. Each one seems to resound in your heaving chest. Past the mines and reach the main hall. It's packed with full of shouting, shoving, panicking dwarves. Even if you could reach the door at the other end without getting trampled or beaten to death first, something in the fever of the crowd tells you it's already locked. The tunnel behind you rings with screams. You add another dial for the door to the forge below, but it's locked in the workshop, on the other side of the barricade. Sounds of battle grows closer. You race to the mine, ignoring the building pressure in your chest. You scurry deeper into the mines, losing track of your path. The tunnels seem to close around you. You stumble and fall. You try to pull yourself up, but your arms are dull with pain. Even though you've stopped, you can't quite catch your breath. For the first time, you notice a squeezing agony in your chest. Darkness gathers around you. Search the body. Key glints in the dirt next to the corpse femur. As you examine it, the nearby spirits grow restless, growling and fidgeting. Oh, okay. Hold on then. Let me position myself, take the key. As you do, you hear screams of horror and fury. The dead of Durian's battery converge on you, their unnatural teeth and claws bared. Oh, Spectre and Wraith. Okay, I thought those dudes were just gonna attack me. That's fair. But anyways, yeah, so playing the game in the beginning, it's very... Oh, wait, the fuck? Why are you still there? That's weird. Alright, well, that's fine. You can fight on your own, except you're stunned, apparently. But yeah, and then an incredible thing I noticed as well. So in the game, it has several locations as well that you can go to freely. You can just, you don't need to go through a fucking Duelist Train or whatever kind of bullshit. You can just walk to areas. So there's like a square you can go to, there's some other place, and there's the normal place that you begin at. But then you can also go to the card shop, which isn't Yugi's dad's card shop. You don't buy them there, you buy them from a different place. Now, this card shop is significant in the fact that the cards are incredibly affordable. In fact, some are damn fucking cheap. And these cards are not shitty-ass piece of shit cards either. If I remember correctly, you can buy Dark Magician for 79 domino. After 2 hours of play, I have gathered 22,000 domino from fighting dudes.
Alright then.
Dark Magician costing 79 is nothing. Other cards, and there's a decent selection of monsters of different effects, like Reaper of Cards exist. If you sort them by attack power, you can, it will be pointless, but you can buy Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, a ritual monster, for incredibly cheap. Now, obviously, I don't know about what the ritual card is needed, but speaking of ritual cards, also yeah, in fact, speaking of ritual cards, in order to ritual summon enemies or monsters, oh Jesus, you don't actually need the ritual monster. All you need to do is fulfill the actual thing that the ritual wants you to do, and you'll just summon it. So, for example, you can buy, what is it, Blackluster Illusion is the ritual summon card for Blackluster Soldier, and you then just need the prep cards that the ritual wants you to have, and then you'll be able to summon it without problems. So you don't even need Blackluster Soldier, but even if you needed to, I'm sure you could buy it fairly easily. So like, shit is actually affordable, and you can buy them. It's amazing. As I noticed that, like, I haven't bought anything yet. I'm planning on being like, okay, because I saw that, and then I'm like, alright, I'll stop, and then I'll look through these cards at some other points, looking into what spell cards and whatnot I want to buy. Because there's a good selection of spell cards, a good selection of trap cards that actually do stuff, like Widespread Ruin is one, which is a very nice card that will just insta-kill monsters as they attack. Very cool cards that are affordable that you can actually buy. And it's like, wow, this is amazing.
I'm ready.
It's a fucking incredible situation in that game. So you can buy cards.
That's not very helpful.
And whatnot. You can actually prep to get something decent. So that's incredible. So yeah. That's, to mention the game here, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sacred Cards, I believe, for the GBA. And the other game that is super trash is Yu-Gi-Oh! Reshift of Destruction. Do not play that. That game is terrible. Also for the GBA. And that's pretty much all that I experienced regarding those two games now. Only one is worth playing at all. Because one is reasonable and the other is... I don't even know what they thought making it. I need to... I mean, the games look identical. So seemingly it's the same people who made them. But I don't know. Also, yeah, just another small annoying point that the GameFAQs post mentioned that I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing, is that in Reshift of Destruction, every time a duel begins, your cursor will passively and like automatically spin around the game board twice, which is apparently the game checking for continuous spell effects. And every time you place a card or attack or whatnot, it will do this every single time, and it drags out duels quite a lot. And also the kind of how the game runs is a lot worse than Sacred Cards. Sacred Cards, by the way, do not have the fucking spinning cursor. It will just, you place a card and then Yep, and then you continue. Like it runs smoother, and it just feels better when you play it. Oh, okay. This card is just slow when you click on it. Just need to spin and then. Gotcha. This is the workshop. Are we sure about that? Oh. Okay. Okay. I see. I see what we're dealing with here. Oh, poison. Nice. Okay, cool. Then I'll just put this here too.
Aye? Aztec world and wrath!
Charge head first. Nice, okay. You're gonna want to target him. Well, let me weaken you. What were these spells? Okay, that was give things, and this summon 2 random dude. Okay, let me summon these 2 random slimes, I guess. Okay, then we blind. I already done people. All the status effects. I summoned a swamp slime. 250. Yeah, okay, that's significant. If this thing is 256 health, and they can just attack. But... oh yeah, that's significant. Holy shit! Damn. Actually, they have health as well. That mean that they won't like permanently like die or whatever?
Hey.
Can I like revive them in combat? Seems curious.
Kill them all!
Hobble. Paralyze. Yeah, screw you. Kill the ice troll. Now for the giant one. Oh yeah, I forgot. This douche comes back. The fuck was that? It doesn't matter if you come up again. There you go, dead.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, those slimes are significant. I'll say that. Significant summons right there. This isn't trapped, is it? Good. The stone dial, okay. Tempered Helm. Okay, what are these? Oh boy, what is this now? Defense against charmed, confused attacks. Defense against being dominated attacks. Defense against hobbled, stuck, paralyzed. +3 might for 12 seconds per kill. +5 damage reduction to corrode, but fuck me. Plus for 20 seconds per kill. -5 deflection. 20 seconds per kill. Shit, dude. Holy fuck. That helm rules. The hell? What does yours do? +1 resolve and +1 perception? I'm sorry, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it's better than that helmet. Okay, gonna be completely dead serious with you. Just gonna, yeah. Yeah, some stuff lowers, but yeah, no, I'm just gonna ditch that. That helmet seems way better.
Hey.
Camping supplies.
And what do we have here?
Ooh, hidden shit. Sigil of the sword. Exceptional pistol. No traps, okay. Where do I need to use these? Minecart tunnels exist. There we go. Are there other things I could explore? Could I walk down here? I could. Whoa. Hello? How was that? Okay, sure. You do not go first. You guys go first.
Ready.
Okay, fine. Oh, we're gonna have to do this then, okay. Fucking inside-eyed. Good to know.
Yes?
Hey, that's not very helpful. Hey.
Just gonna have to stand here in a fucking single line, are we?
Hey. Hey.
Oh my good lord. Okay,
I understand.
you're still stuck. For how long?
And
Keep moving. Okay, you're just gonna keep getting that. Okay, fine. I'll just. What is happening right now? Okay.
Yes.
Well, we'll do this.
Good.
You use that on yourself. I'm just gonna send a lightning bolt right through them all. Then we'll just yeah, we'll send one of these there, and we'll see if they can get. 2 people got pulled. That's something.
Lavaru. Beyond seek.
And it's on him. Woo. Fantastic. Well, can I attack this one too? Yeah, I can.
Hey there.
You use your power.
I'll teach you a lesson. Curses.
Shoot. Stunned.
What is...
Hey there.
The archers both converge.
Boom.
That looks like it hurt.
World's longest choke point here. Okay.
I'm ready.
You stuck now again. Oh god. Please stop getting stuck.
Good.
Yes, everyone that can attack should attack. Please kill this guy.
Hey. Leave it to me. You're not getting through me. You're not getting through me. Hey.
Okay, everyone move out, please.
Quick.
Well...
Oh, too bad. Too bad for you.
Hey.
Jesus, okay. This is just an annoying fight, really.
Following your lead.
I'm ready.
Hey. then.
Of course, all of them give nothing. Yeah, I could go further down. Oh! Fighting a million skeletons. Slice! Fucking go away.
Hey there.
Okay, knock him down. You go for attacking him. Now you go for attacking him again. You guys keep doing that. You target him. Alright, have a good night. You target him.
Yes.
There we
I'll
go.
teach you a lesson.
Team up with him.
Parathis!
Destroy!
That's it!
Surprised she didn't insta kill like a single one of them.
Of course.
How's the progression with that? 6 enemies killed, 3 is vessels. I mean, yeah, this is a good place to kill vessels. So. 8. And yours is already maxed, yeah.
Hey.
Rune engraved copper key. Other cards. Reached Old Vale in the west. I need to remember I should
quiet as a
sneak.
calm sea, which is
Could be
not
traps. Be surprised if there is. Not at all, in fact. No, I unlocked it with a key. Probably save as well. It's been a while since I did that.
Blasphemy!
Hey there.
Oh boy, that is definitely something cursed. Or some such. Hall of Remembrance, huh? Circular depression carved into stone. Oh, insert sigil of the helm and sword. The sword. Armor-clad figured. The west, yeah. The sword, shield, and
Hey. Yes?
a hammer. Well, that seems to be a small room. You approach just on this. Oh yeah, the dial. Oh. Hold on then. Oh, that's the White Forge. Dial needed to open the door down. It's locked in the workshop. I found the remains of the old rosewood left in there. The door leading down appears to be sealed, but there's some kind of stone socket next to it. Do I need to documents and shit? To seek the White Forge in the north, reached Villa in the west. Cold wind from the south. More apparently. It's not that easy. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. Need to do... It will always reset, so it's... North, so it's first, west, south. Yeah. Then. Oh, wait a minute. South. West. There we go. First, nothing. At first, nothing seemed to happen, but after a few seconds have passed, the disc recedes deeper into the socket. You're clunking around all the chains and doors nearby swings open. The way is clear. Ah, and that leads further down. Okay. Otherwise, we have the minecart tunnels. I'm gonna assume that leads. That's like a quick way to go down. All of Remembrance. Okay, I want to test this. Unless we're supposed to go, or supposed to. Can go here later. There are 3, and we only have 2 sigil things. The hole bores into the stone edge is on black and gritty with soot. Save and see what this is. Night Shroud, I'm gonna assume. Okay, a mace. Starts exceptional. 10 chance to cast blind on hit or critical hit. DR bypass. This doesn't seem like a good weapon. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So what if binded his rogue or priest? Ah, yeah, there we go. Well, okay then. What if we binded you with it? Bones bound this cannot be equipped by any other characters. I don't really want it, but I've already saved, so I want to see if this is another one of... No, okay. I can just sever it. Cost a blind deflection 13 times with Night Shroud to unlock the next level. The mace, I don't like that though. I want my daggers. They do what I want them to. Store that.
Hey.
Might use that at some point, I don't know.
These are Abidon's treasures!
Hello.
Yeah.
Get up, lad!
Curious that he didn't even see that. Maybe. I mean, either it's a really high check to see that, or it wasn't triggered yet, so to speak.
These are Abidon's treasures!
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sure.
Be done with your voice line. Now these are triggerable. The sword. Gonna push snap slide. Oh no, it's visual. Guess the armor's sap and whatnot. Okay.
And what?
Oh, and that is one as well, though. Oh, okay, well then that's fine. I get it.
Hey.
If that's the case, I'll just leave it. I do not need the mason, so I'll just not pick it up. Foundry, I'm sure leaves it the same place as that, so we'll just go down to the foundry. Easy as that. Find the white forge. Oh boy.
Together.
Be cautious.
We're in this together.
Be constant.
Money. How much money I'm earning?
I'll organize the troops to guard the stairs.
Oh god.
We can hold them off for a while.
Vazo's repairing the Guardians. Lune's preparing for the...
Okay. We can't be serious about this. Let's just wait those monsters out. Abidon wouldn't let.
Abidon rewards earnest work, not begging and cowering. We must hurry.
Dun 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 dun. Off they scamper. Nice. What the fuck is this? Why is it glowing? Why can't I interact with it?
Eyes open.
Arm yourselves, soldiers!
Oh, I can't unlock that shit because it's too difficult.
We'll give ourselves for the battery.
I'm not scared of self-closing doors, game.
The records are here. Keep searching.
There's something you don't see every day.
Oh, okay. And also the program stuff.
Is this safe, Curate Loon?
Ooh. Nice.
No, it's necessary.
Ooh. Fucking nice again. Can anyone
Yes.
carry revived scrolls currently on them? Oh, that's weird.
Well?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
Oh, she has revive. Okay, hold on. You have that kind of potion. I believe I had more. That was a trap. I don't have more. I have one more. Give him that. Maybe those endurance potions. Do I have 3 more? Revive scrolls, I'm sure I have more of. And there we go. You only have, well, yeah, I guess I could give it there. Oh yeah, now I can give you something else. Scroll paralysis? No. This would be very cool. Scroll paralysis, actually. Equip that. Equip that. Do you have some, or do we have something better than that? Boiling spray. Roll a missile barrage. That's a single target thing. I should get 5. There we go. Also, like, yeah, you have a summon, you have one, you. Everyone have a summon. And nice. That's fucking great. Everyone have a summon.
Hey.
Everyone have a scroll, everyone have the potions. Everyone's stacked. Let's walk around here. Oh, there's skeletons. Ooh, they're behind us as well, huh?
Hey.
I'll teach you a...
Yeah, insta-kill them.
Of course.
Oh, insta-killed again. Hell yeah.
Hey.
Love this sword.
Alright then.
Really should give her the opportunity to just fight all of them alone. She needs 3 more kills.
Hey.
Let's not open doors. Let's walk through open, like,
Keeping an eye
doorways instead.
Yeah?
More steps.
Consider it done.
It's just locked, okay.
There. What did I tell you?
Shimmering cloak. Flex against range attacks. Isn't that? Oh, right. Air damage, grants press. Oh, that's neat.
Hey.
No one's going to use it, but that's still neat.
We'll hold them off as long as we can.
You pull it apart like a children's toy. We're going to be up against something big. Whether in actual size or just in terms of what it can do doesn't really matter. What matters is that it's big.
Abidan, guide us.
main thing is going to be up there, seemingly. Okay.
I'm ready.
What? The fuck just happened? You target the bitter spirit, now you target these fucks while she looks to attack these guys. No.
Yes?
No, okay, you two clearly don't understand what I mean. When I say, attack them.
Right away.
That's it!
Hey, seems that I'm gonna have to have all of you guys just leave.
Alright then.
Nice, that's what we want.
Hey, you're not getting through me.
Hey. My fuck, Aleph, you've killed still 2 of our enemies.
Of course.
You thieving bastard. You could have upgraded her sword right there. Fucking asshole.
Easy does it.
How fucking dare you?
We'll stand ready, Commandants.
Stand your ground!
Yeah, let's check this then.
Fetch our best armors. They must stand up to the heat.
More Ricky.
Right away, Master Vassal.
Consider it done.
Oh, that's a low difficulty lock.
Nice to see you too.
Hey, it's that way.
Yeah? I see where you're going with that.
Holy shit, what is that? Storm of Holy Fire. That's a real cool spell.
Sure.
Damn.
Consider it done. Give me a real challenge.
Elise Nazi, Audra Sphere. That's the thing. That's the statue. Wasn't that a thing, or was that part of the main quest? What was that? Maybe that was one of the visions that talked about.
Hey there.
The statue or something.
Hey.
Yeah.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
I'll take a peek.
Quickly! There's not much time!
where can we actually enter? There. From in here then, yeah.
Let's see what lies this way.
Oh, there's no vessels in here.
Mm-hmm. This won't do.
I'm ready.
Kill them all!
Oh my good lord.
Leave it to me! That's it!
Pathing, you fuckers. Have you heard of this before? Nice, alright, well. Thank you.
Hey.
That was kinda close. The Guild Globe has been crafted with exquisite detail. Mountains of hammered gold rise over the mirror smooth seas, and the rivers that carve the continents are as thin and neat as if they've been carved with a razor. 3 perfect sapphires mark locations in Ratai, Olvaila, Valia, the Living Lands. The bronze band that circles the globe is inscribed with 3 repeating lines. Remember all Pagrunan, from the oldest before you to the youngest to follow you.
All right then.
Let's see what lies this way.
I see where you're going with that. Give me a real challenge.
Sapphire. That's not a thing.
Hey there.
That's not something we can do about. Okay. This room is hidden for now. We can go up, we can go down there, or we can go through this door. Let's move towards this door. What's they gave him that? Armor? Yeah.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Won't have the bonus, well I know. Might be worth doing that.
I'm ready.
Probably worth doing that. Ooh. What I'm facing spirits and vessels. You do against the vessel. It's gonna be spirits or vessels. I wonder. It's probably mostly gonna be vessels, or most likely. Okay, we'll focus on vessels. Fortunately, we won't have the stat bonuses, but we'll have plus 10 XP against vessels, so that's something.
Ah.
Hey.
Dressed up, and I think we will save the game. Man, how many hours was that? Probably check my out. 73 hours and 30 minutes ish. Man, long time. Yeah, I think we'll wait until next time to continue delving deeper into the foundry. So we have this door, which might connect to down these stairs as well, and then we have this door to go up here, and then this wall, which I'm guessing has something to do with the globe in order for us to open it. We will see what the puzzle needed to do that is on Friday. There we go.